Well, the holidays have come and gone once again, but if you've forgotten to get that special someone in your life a gift, well, Mint Mobile is extending their holiday offer of half off unlimited wireless. So here's the idea. You get it now, you call it an early present for next year. What do you have to lose? Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Limited time 50% off regular price for new customers. Upfront payment required. $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan. Taxes and fees extra. Speeds may slow after 50 gigabytes per month when network is busy. See terms.
Hi.
Hello, Hot Vibes, and welcome back to a recap of The Next Prince, episode 6.
Woohoo. We've got some more intel.
Yes.
And theories.
Yes.
Oh.
I think when I was watching this, like, either 10 or 15 minutes in, I was like, if something interesting doesn't happen, I'm gonna fall asleep. Because it was kind of, like, very fluffy and boring at the beginning.
Yeah.
Cute, but fluffy and boring. And I just watched
Yeah.
Your Sky, and I'm like, I need some interesting stuff to happen. And then it does. So, fortunately, it does get good by the end.
Yes.
But I do remember when I was watching that, I was like, I'm gonna fall asleep. So...
Yeah.
Before that, we had a poll, because we had this whole big rant.
Oh god, yeah, what are the results of the poll?
Yeah, let me pull it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, did Eve fuck the snake?
Well, okay, so the question was, is Cain the snake's son? Because that's what I pretty much boiled it down to.
Yeah, okay.
And there were 3 options.
Okay.
One was yes, Eve fucked the snake. The second was yes, but by the apple.
Ah, okay.
And the third one was no.
I think I know what one. I can feel I know what one.
Oh, which one won?
The middle one.
No.
Oh, was it no?
No.
Fuck off. No, people are just
Okay, there were 4
doing it
votes.
because they were like,
2 people voted for yes, she fucked the snake.
oh,
One
nah,
person
y'all
voted
are being
for
silly.
yes by the apple, and 1 person voted no.
Whoever voted no, I love you. I want you to know that you are sane and you're perfect.
So pretty much, like, but that means that 3 out of the 4 votes imply that Cain was the snake's son. So whether by fucking the snake or by the apple, at the end of the day, they agree with me, which I like. Normally, I'm not agreed with, so I like that. I guess in this situation, I won out.
Oh god.
A weird one to win, but you know, who knows?
Yeah, take the win, but like, is it a win you want? You know?
I mean, I think at the end of the day, the Bible and all that stuff is up to interpretation. I think at the end of the day.
Exactly.
And so, like, however you interpret it is the way you believe it. And I believe that Cain was the snake's son.
Yeah.
Okay, so we pick up with...
Are we doing the family tree first or last?
I was gonna save it till a specific point.
Ah. Mine doesn't really care about a specific
Okay,
point.
then what's your... Okay, then fine. Okay, so we found the family... Not family tree, but like the relationship chart is what it's called.
Yes.
Of Emily. And we both noticed certain things about it, and so I was gonna share mine till later, when a specific point is brought up.
I don't know if mine has a specific point. If yours is the same as mine, maybe it does, but I didn't see mine having a specific point.
Whose does yours involve?
I'll tell you, let's say what family each of ours involves. Mine involves the shark family.
Oh, mine does not. Mine involves the golden horse.
Okay, interesting.
Okay, so I guess, yeah, you can talk about the shark if you want.
Okay, so do we see the shapes that all these people are in? They're all different shapes for each different family, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for the people that don't have a specific family or are just related specifically to certain people, they have, like, they're like gray, like a silver. Like, they're those shapes that are just, like, friends of, like, people who know each other, like, other people in the show. However, look who's shaped the same way as the sharks.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? I have a theory here that maybe, but either before she died or she died of it.
Well, she's alive, is she not?
No, like he said,
she's
like
in
he
the
lost
picture.
his. No, she's in the picture. Yes, she's her picture is here. But the shark guy in the beginning, like somewhere up there, they said he lost his wife, or like his wife died.
Oh.
So I'm wondering if maybe she died in childbirth, or she died later on, but like she gave birth to a child and no one really knew about it. And actually, the shark guy's son is Jay.
Ooh, okay.
Because he's shaped the same.
I see that. When I saw that, because I saw that connection, I'm like, weird. He does have the blue background as well, like of his image.
Interesting.
I took that as he's just a citizen of the Blue Shark clan. Like he's part of that like community. Like he's not royalty or anything, but like
we've never seen him there.
I mean, yeah, but we've seen him like once. So
true, but like
that's how I took it. But also the thing that he could be the son. Interesting.
I will say they've hammered it home that like the shark guy is like, oh, he doesn't have an heir. Oh, he doesn't have an heir.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't have one. No, he's fine. He doesn't have one. So maybe he does, and he just doesn't know about it. Or he's hiding him.
Yeah, I mean, we're also suspecting that, Kanin could actually be his son or whatever.
Yeah.
Because it's otherwise, why have him in the story if he doesn't have a chance at the heir?
Yeah.
I mean, we also learned that he is rooting for Kanin, right? For, different reasons in this episode?
Yes.
So.
For monetary reasons and power reasons and things like that. So. But, like, understandable. So, I mean, if he doesn't have, like, obviously, if he doesn't think he has an heir or a chance at the throne, obviously he would be, like, try and help the person who he thinks would benefit most from.
Yeah. And the Golden Horse clan obviously have been helping him thus far, so.
Yeah. Understandable, so.
But anyway, we pick up where, Kanin's leg still hurts, because he got hurt, and his quote-unquote dad, maybe, comes in. And he's like, what happened? And Sharon tells him what happens. And he goes to get the, like, first aid. And then he sits with, Kanin.
Yeah.
And they have a nice conversation.
They really do. I feel bad about putting him on the suspect list, but at this point, I don't want to rule him out.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. Because he says, like, no matter how important this competition is to our clan, nothing is more important to me than you.
Yeah.
Because before, we didn't really have, like, this moment where he's, like, when he first came back, he was kind of, like, just, like, whatever. Mm-hmm. But this was the first moment where I'm, like, where I saw, like, some sort of connection there. And I'm like, he seems to care about him. So he could actually be his dad.
There's obviously there's a possibility, which is why he's on the list. So we have 3 possible dads right now. He is one of them.
Or he could just be saying this to, trick him and stuff.
Who knows?
Yeah. So then that night we have a Kanin with Sharon and what's his name? Hang on, I have his name now. Chakri.
Oh yeah, Chakri. Yeah.
Chakri. They're in his room. He gets up and like trips, and they have to catch him. He's like, "Oh, I want to wash my hair." So Chakri goes to get hair stuff, and when he's alone with Sharon, there's like this moment. But then Chakri enters with his advertisement for hair products.
Yes, obviously. Honestly, I there are like 3 or 4 product placements in this episode, but I do really hope like that this kind of product placement continues, where it's just like constant cock blocking. Just like, oh, but have you tried this hair product?
It would be really funny if Chakri just like leaves and then come back with like a product and like, what about this? It's very good for you, and like just like goes like that's like his like role, which would be hilarious.
That would be so funny.
A few days later, because his foot's healed now, Sharon is teaching him about the Shark clan. They're the southern city of Emily.
Yeah.
And it's characterized by rainforests and tropical rainforests.
Interesting.
The city lives along the coast, and its main export is pearls.
Pearls, that's right. Because that's why the shark related, because they're kind of on the coast.
Kanin starts looking at them, and the specific one that points out to him is the dark champagne pearl.
Fancy. It's cool that nature has that.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, I want to go see it. I want to go get it. And he's like, see, I'm healed. That means we can go. And so he ends up taking him, and they go on a little mall date to try to find one. Yeah, they buy food. Like have grilled pork. Yeah, this was the part where I was like, if something interesting doesn't happen, I'm gonna fall asleep. Because it's literally just them being cute, which again is cute, but I'm also like, I'm in this show for like the lower end of plot stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And like obviously this was cute, but this is a very lore heavy show.
Yeah.
So that's why we're here.
Yes.
It's like, but I think we're also like PTSD from Kidnap. Like, it's just one fluff scene. It's fine. It's not a big deal, but we have PTSD.
Yeah. And also the fact that we have Your Sky for the fluff. That's our fluff show. We love the fluff there. It's very fluffy. And also I just watched that before I watched this one, and I'm like, I don't need fluff anymore.
Now you're overdone on fluff, yeah.
But again, fortunately, it does pick up with the plot stuff. But he asked the Pearl shop owner, and she's like, oh, they're on Verhada Man, so we don't really have any at the moment. So we go to the manor of the Pithaxiwas, which is...
his family house.
Sharon's family.
Yeah, his family's house.
Yes. And when he's there, Kanin sees a bunch of paintings. Some were done by him, some were done by his mother. And then, Sharon leaves to go get something. And Kanin stops and looks at a painting of what looks like a mother and child.
That's interesting. I want to remember that. I don't know why it's important, but it could be important. Like, it could be him.
That's the thing. I was like, okay, is this painting, Sharon and the baby and his mother? Or is it Kanin and his mother?
That's the question. That's what I first thought. I was like, maybe Charon's mother painted this of Kanin and his mother.
Yeah. I think I'm leaning more towards that.
Yeah. Because obviously, well, we don't know when it was painted, but it wouldn't have been Charon that painted it if it is Kanin and his mother, because then he would have been too young.
Yeah.
So, that's the option here, I think.
Yeah, I'm convinced it was Sharon's mother painting Kanin and his mother.
Yeah.
So then Sharon shows him the jewelry box. And pulls out a white pearl, which, as Kanin looks at it, he says it's the color of purity, sincerity, freedom, and loyalty. Which is, I think Sharon's dad gave it to her when they first started dating or something, so it was like these are my intentions with you.
Yeah.
Which is nice. I think
I like that. Yeah, it's like flower language, I guess, but in pearls and colors.
And then shows him a dark champagne pearl ring. And so now he finally gets to see one because he wanted to see one this whole time. And he looks at it, he's like amazed by it. And
he says it was like a wedding gift. I was like, oh, I thought it was like I thought that was the engagement ring, like something like that, but it was a wedding gift, I think he says.
Yeah, well, he gave it to her on the wedding day, so I do think it's like the engagement or like wedding, like instead of a diamond, it's a pearl. Like I think that's
maybe
what I saw it as. But then does he give it to Kanin?
No, I don't think so. I think I think it's kind of like, I feel like what it is. At first I thought so, but like I think it's an unspoken thing of like, I'm giving this like I'm thinking of giving like the meaning of this to you or something like that. But then it was just like the overlaying feeling and not the underlying feeling was, look at the pearl yourself since you are eager to see it. Like he wanted to give him a chance to look at the pearl up close and see if he actually wants one. But the underlying like message, whether it was like read by both of them or not, was like, I'm thinking of like being this for you or being this with you. Like I would love that, but like I'm not gonna get. But like here, I
will be completely honest though, I don't like the ring.
Yeah, I don't.
It looks like the pearl's like about to fall off. Like
I will say, yeah, the costume jewelry was not made well. It looks like it's like on the edge a little bit. However, I like the meaning behind it, but personally, I know some people like jewelry that kind of pops out like that, but I personally would not wear it because I don't like big gaudy like jewelry like that.
It looks like if you're like walking and hit it with something, the pearl will just like pop right off and like fall and get lost. Like, it doesn't
Yes.
look like it's secure.
And giving that to someone who's constantly on guard for someone and would be hitting things a lot would probably not work. But I don't think she'd wear it to work. So, like,
No.
I guess it depends on what you're wearing it to. If you're going to, like, a ball in the evening and it's very elegant and you're moving around gracefully, you'll probably be fine. But if you're going, you know, for fencing practice, you probably won't be. It depends on what you wear it to, I think.
Yeah.
But I personally wouldn't wear it because I like more simplistic jewelry.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that ring. Anyway, then we have, once again, Ramil and Paytai are looking at all the tweets about Kanin and Sharon. I blanked
Getting
for
there.
2 seconds.
We're getting there,
I will
fine.
get it by the end of those. And when it's not important anymore and I don't need to remember, I'll remember.
In the last episode, you'll be like, I remember!
And it won't be worth it. So Paytai takes a look at the iPad too. Ramil asks Paytai, he's like, oh, you're dying to know if they're together, right? Like you really want to know, and you'll be upset if they are, right? I'll talk more about them later, because I have huge thoughts.
Okay, because I have thoughts. I do have thoughts.
I have a lot of thoughts.
I wonder if your thoughts are the same as mine, but characteristically, I feel like they're not, so... As time has told in the past, they're usually not when it comes to these things, but, like, I have things to say.
Well, Paytai says, he's like, look, there's no reason for me to be upset, because I belong to you. And then they kiss, and they pull out a red thing, like felt.
I want to guess it's a blindfold. Like a sexy blindfold.
So it was.
Okay, it was.
I will say, in the trailer, we saw it more used, and we haven't seen it yet, because it cuts here, and I was very upset.
I think we will see it more used than later on. I think this is just like a tease of like, oh, this will come back. Like, I feel like it's like what was it? I'm thinking Schrodinger. It's not Schrodinger. What's the term? Chekhov's gun. Do you know the principle?
I've heard of it, but I don't know what that means.
So Chekhov's gun is a principle stating that every element in a narrative, including a gun, which I think it was what it was originally based on, should be necessary and contribute to the story. So, like, if a gun is shown in a movie, it should be fired later. Or if a gun is fired, it should have been introduced earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if something, like, I was watching this comedy person on TikTok making, like, a little short, and she put her keys on the table, and the camera was, like, it showed the keys landing on the table, and then she walked away. A couple of minutes later, it was like, oh, you're about to be kidnapped. And she's like, what? And she's like, yeah. It's like, no, I can leave whenever I want. And he's like, oh, really? Where are your keys? And she looked over and they were gone. So it came back in the narrative. So the kind of principle is like, if you see this, it will come back later. So I'm thinking that's maybe what they're doing. Like, we've seen the blindfold now, so it's bound to come back up.
I hope so, because I was very upset when I didn't see the blindfold scene. And a lot of other people on Twitter were too. I was there. I saw everyone was upset.
I can imagine people going, yo, what was with the cut?
Because I saw it being used for like a split second in the actual trailer, so I know it's here. But like, I'm like, if they cut that, I'm gonna be very upset. Just so you know.
I literally forgot what happens in the trailer, so this is all gonna be new to me.
All I remember really was the blindfold scene.
That's all you remember? Of course, that's what you remember.
Because in the pilot, or in the original pilot, we actually saw a lot more of that scene. Then in the trailer, we saw like it for like a split second, and now I'm like, where is it? Give me the blindfold. Anyway, then Kanin arrives at the Blue Shark clan, and Papa Blue Shark greets him. Yeah. And he says that the Golden Horse stand like the sun over our clan.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing. Because even he asked later, he's like, what does that mean? And it does kind of give way to the whole, like, oh, they help us with financially with supplying so we can do the pearls. But I wonder if there's, I don't know, deeper stuff to it.
Well, later when Kanin asks, Sharon says, like, no, they will benefit the most if you guys stay in power.
Yeah.
Because you help them get the pearls.
Yeah.
And so I'm wondering, going back to the who is Kanin's actual father theory, if the Blue Shark Dad is the father, it's possible him and the Golden Horse Dad know. They both know, and maybe the Blue Shark doesn't want to be king. And it's more like, hey, you can have my child, you can raise him, and you can be king, but you guys just need to help me, and I'll keep quiet, and that way I don't get to be king, you'll be king, and you just help us, because that's all I want.
Interesting.
That was a weird theory I had about that, but
that's intriguing. That's a good thing to keep an eye. I like the thought. It's very creative.
Yeah, so it's not gonna be like a plot like betrayal. It's like both dads, maybe even the king too, are in on it, and they're like, "Hey, look, we have this mutual agreement that he will be your son. He's actually mine, but you will just help me and my clan."
Yeah, I see that. Then, like, did someone kill his wife as well? Like, what the fuck happened here?
I don't know what happened with the wife.
Maybe she just like, cause she would not have agreed to that. She would have been like, "That's my kid. What the fuck are you talking about? We don't know her, but like, I feel like as a mother, she maybe would have. I don't know."
Well, maybe she died in childbirth, like you said. Maybe it's like, oh,
maybe she did. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Then we get some archery practice with Kanin and Sharon. We actually get a montage of them actually practicing fencing and archery.
Yeah, I know. The second we see them like in the field with the boat, I was like, "Ah, we got
it!" Yeah, and he does the little like I love you sign when he's like trying to do that right, and Sharon looks very unimpressed.
I want to do archery.
Yeah, I know.
yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. pretty sure I know.
Yeah. So then we're at the bar, and the same guy from last episode comes talk to Vedish, and he's like, "Did you find that person you were looking for?" And he's like, "No." And he's like, "Well, I actually saw him. I'm not lying this time."
But swear to God, I'm being truthful.
Yeah. So that's all we get on that is that he actually knows something now.
We don't get like him being like, "Okay, show me," or like, "Oh, can I have something in return?" We don't get any of that. We just know that he maybe could have seen him, and he seems to be telling the truth this time. So that's all we have on that.
Yeah.
We could put random citizen on our list of clues. I don't know.
Well, I don't think he's behind it because he wouldn't be helping. Unless Vedish gets kidnapped or something, then it's like, oh.
Like, not suspect, clues.
Yeah. So then, we have the king talking with Prince Calvin. And Kanin and Sharon show up. And the king's like, you and Prince Calvin are around the same age. I think it'd be nice if you got closer. And he wants to go take a trip to the Phoenix clan, and I want you to go with him.
Yeah. He's browsing castles.
So people had a theory, and I don't know if I'm on board with the theory or not.
Okay.
I saw on Twitter. People think that the king's trying to set up Calvin and Kanin as like a thing because he doesn't want him with Sharon.
I see where they're coming from, I will say. But because I think this very well, like, doesn't necessarily have to do too much with Kanin. I feel like it's more like, oh, this person is from a neighboring country. Let's be strategic about this and just like show him our hospitality so that that country will now think of us kindly in terms of like strategy and things like that. I think it could just be a strategic thing that he's doing to be kind to him, not necessarily to pair them up, because honestly, we don't know at this point yet if LGBTQ people are looked upon kindly in this country yet. We're still trying to suss that out. Yeah. I feel like I'm leaning towards yes, they are, but does that even mean the king is? So, like, a lot of things weigh on the fact, is he trying to set him up with Prince of Punjab?
Yeah. I don't think so. I mean, I saw that, I'm like, I could see that, but I also have a whole nother theory about Calvin that I'll get to later.
Yeah. I could see that, but I don't think I believe that quite yet, if we're looking at stuff.
So we do see that Kanin and Calvin go meet Ava and her father. And apparently they have, like, guest rooms all set up for them. And Ava shows them around outside, where Ramil and Paytai are also there. And,
Everyone's there.
Yeah, Ramil's complaining about how, like, oh, Ava's cozying up to Kanin, probably to, like, ride off his popularity because everyone's talking about him. And Paytai says, maybe that wouldn't be the worst idea if you maybe did the same. You gain popularity yourself from that. So it seems like they were originally supposed to do some archery. But then they're like, hey, let's go to the club. And they kind of skip out on archery story. So they don't
do that instead.
Also, poor, what's his name? Chakri?
Poor Oh yeah, he's like,
he was so excited, and Kanan's like, no, you stay here.
You stay here. He's like, oh, all right. I'm like, oh, he just wants to go to the club,
so
and he does. He goes to the club on his own, I think.
He does. Doesn't want to follow him.
Yeah, he's fully laying there drunk, but like he goes by himself. But like I'm glad. Oh,
Yeah.
he could have hung out with them as well.
Yeah. So we go to the club where Sharon, Kanin, Ava, and Calvin all are. Paytai and Ramil join later. They're there, and they got some drinks. But Ava's like, I don't really drink. I just like watching other people be drunk. But Kanin's kind of like, nah, come on, you should drink, have some fun.
But she didn't want to. I don't like the peer pressure. She didn't want to drink.
Yeah, but she does.
She does, but like that's what peer pressure is. It's a little peer pressure-y.
A little bit.
A little bit peer pressure-y. That I didn't like, I will say. I was like, she said she doesn't want it, because I don't drink anymore. Like, I've kind of drawn the line for myself because of, like, things that have happened in the past, but also because I'm on medication now that will fuck with. So, like, I'm at that point where I'm like, if someone was, like, next to me going, no, but come on, just have one glass, like, I would be, like, very, I wouldn't like that.
Yeah.
I got a little bit, at that.
Yeah. But the drinks look good. I don't know what they're like.
They do. I will say they look good. Like, if that, I'll take a non-alcoholic one of those, because he said something like apple or some shit.
Yeah, like apple cider or something.
That sounds wonderful. Oh my gosh. I would love one of those.
Yeah, and Calvin asks, he's like, wow, this is such a unique taste. What is this? Like, nothing in my country has this. And Ava says, yeah, it's one of, our prides. Though, again, she says she never tried it herself because she hasn't drank it, but she does.
Then make her a non-alcoholic one if she doesn't want to drink, for the love of fuck.
Well, Ramil and Paytai do enter at this point. And then Kanin's like, hey, let's get on the dance floor. He pulls Ava on the dance floor. Then Ava goes and gets Paytai and pulls him on the dance floor.
Everybody's having fun.
Well, only the three of them, actually. The other three are sitting.
Three people are having fun. The three people that are known to be at least a little bit, like, relaxed and fun are having fun.
Yeah.
The stuck-up ones are over there in the corner.
Yeah, and it's literally like we see the three of them dancing, and then Ramil, Sharon, and Calvin are just like watching them.
Yeah.
So this is where I'll bring up my Calvin theory.
Okay.
Do we think he's here to marry Ava?
I fucking hope not.
Because this shot of like the three of them dancing and then the other three watching, it almost felt like, obviously we know
like,
Sharon
there's
and
couples,
Ramil.
couple,
yeah, it's like everyone's
yeah.
paired up, and then it just leaves those two. And I thought Jay was gonna pop up and maybe like a thing there, but he never does.
The second you said these three are watching these three, I was like, interesting. Like, it didn't click for me before, but like I was
I don't think it's by his own will. I think it's his dad's.
Probably not. I'm sure that maybe what if he doesn't even know about it? What if the like dads have talked about it and they're like, oh, he'll come stay in your country and they'll get to know each other or some shit, and then they'll bring it up on him or something, because he says he's there for school, so maybe he's not even sure about his father's intentions yet. But it's like
I think he knows, and that's why he drinks too much.
Oh, he was drinking too much there.
He gets like fucking wasted and starts like falling over later. Because I'm like,
yeah, he does.
I mean, or maybe there's a side plot where he's actually just an alcoholic. I don't know. But like,
for a half a second, I was really fucking worried he got poisoned. But I think he's just like drank too much.
Yeah.
Because I was like, why are you this drunk? Like, I was worried about him for a second. I was like, hello. But then the others were stumbling too.
Yeah, and it would make sense if like he was kind of sent here to like seduce and marry Ava, and like, he get drunk because like maybe he can't do it like super sober, but then it gets like too drunk and it becomes the whole thing.
It would add drama, I will say, because like both of them are interested in other people at some point.
Well,
I guess,
also the fact that if Ava wins and her dad becomes king,
she'll have to have
if Ava married Calvin and then they had a kid who had to fight for the heir or whatever, who would she become queen or would he become king? Where did that where did that gender line fall?
That's a very good point, because while he is not from this country technically and has just married into it, she is a woman who they've never had on the throne before, and it would fall down to gender politics, which by her bringing up the competition now, I feel like is a good way to start the ball rolling on like getting a few of those walls torn down. and get the rules a bit more lax so she could become queen in the future. But it would depend, I guess, on which rule trumps which one.
Yeah. Also, other possible theory into this is that they do get married and have a kid or whatever. Like, Calvin's dad could just want to kill Ava after that, and then just have him just like rule there, like, you know, kind of like
we went dark there for a second.
I have these crazy, it's crazy theories, but I'm like, we don't know much about Calvin's dad, and
we don't, and he's in the relationship chart. He's there, so he is going to be a character possibly with an actor playing him.
Yeah. So I'm like,
that makes me think more is going to happen with him.
Yeah. So I'm like, he could be a villain. He could be evil. He could want Calvin to marry Ava, so he's technically part of that family. He could have a bracelet
with a snake around.
Kill her off after they have a kid or something.
He could have a bracelet with a snake on it. Who knows?
He could. You know, we don't know him. Yeah. So anyway, the three, Ava, Paytai, and Kanin, are dancing, but then Kanin goes and pulls Sharon onto the dance floor.
And they do dance for a little bit. He's like, all right, I guess.
Yeah. And this is where Calvin continues to drink, and he's like, one more, I'll take another one.
Yeah.
Because again, I feel like, obviously we know he ends up with the guy or whatever, so like, I don't know if he's trying to drink to like make a move, but then he stands up and falls down, so maybe it's like too much. I don't know.
Interesting.
But Ramil does get up after a while, shakes his glass of ice before dropping it, and then walks out.
I would have been extra pissed if he made then what's his name?
Paytai.
Thank you. If Paytai came up and like started cleaning it up because it was like instinct or something, I would have been extra fucking pissed. But like, I just needed to mention that because I was thinking it and I was like, but the fact that it's just everybody was having a good time. And this guy had to go and fuck it up. And more, I'm seeing more red flags in terms of their relationship. I really am. It's fine. It's fine if it's because, like, I understand that he's had a rough upbringing. I understand that he has an abusive parent. I fully understand all of that. I'm not saying that any of that is not happening and that I don't feel bad for him. But I am saying that the way he's handling his relationship and letting all of that seep into it is what's wrong. It's the way he's handling it is what's wrong. And it doesn't mean that he didn't have a poor childhood, that he's doing terrible shit right now. But like, I feel bad for him. But I see too many red flags popping up in this relationship. The power imbalance is not going away in my brain. Like the real life power imbalance of this relationship in BDSM terms. But on top of that, it seems like every time Paytai has a chance to breathe and has a chance to smile with other people or seems to be enjoying himself doing something on his own, Ramil has to go and ruin it. Like, he has to make him feel guilty or bad for it because it's like, oh, I belong to him, right? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. That's the first thing I saw. It's, yes, in the next scene, he immediately just starts kissing him back eventually, and is just like, oh, like, yeah, obviously that's consensual, fine, not arguing with that, but it doesn't mean it's not a red flag. That any of this is not a red flag. I don't like where this is going, and this is not a healthy BDSM related relationship. From my eyes, I will say that. So, what do you have to say about it?
I totally saw this as that Ramil has zelophilia.
What is that?
It's where you get sexually aroused by being jealous. Because notice how he was fine when it was just Paytai, Kanin, and Ava. But once Sharon joined that's when he did the glass thing. And if you remember in the previous episode, he specifically warned him about being close with Sharon and being his student. And then, in the previous scene we had with the red blindfold, he's like, oh, you would be upset if they were together, wouldn't you? Because Ramil is jealous of Sharon. Every time it's when Paytai is with Sharon, in close proximity of Sharon.
Okay. That still does not like that. In fact, that raises more red flags for me.
I know. That's just something I'm pointing out because I noticed it.
Okay.
And then the rest of the scene, this is fully Paytai's doing.
Okay, please tell me how. I'm curious.
So they make out, right?
Okay, at first, Paytai looks like he did not want to be. Like, at first his eyes were open and he was like, oh, he's kissing me. Right, okay. Interesting. Like it wasn't look like he was into kissing him back necessarily. Like, he wasn't expecting it. He wasn't wanting to do it in that moment necessarily. Eventually, yes, he started kissing him back. And while all this might be consensual, I'm seeing it from Paytai's point of view at the very least, because that's all I'm seeing Ramil's, like, history and, like, what he's been doing, but I'm not seeing Paytai being the one instigating any of it. Like,
did you not see his face after Ramil left?
No.
Pull that up right now, because as soon as Ramil pulls away and leaves, Paytai has this, like, smirk on his face where he's like he is in control in this relationship.
No, he's fucking not.
Do you not see that smirk after they made out and Ramil walks away? Paytai has this, like, smirk on his face as he follows him.
I don't think he's in the. I very much don't think he's in the.
It's almost like an evil smirk, no lie. Like, I was like, oh shit, like, no lie.
I don't know, Jesus Christ.
Pull it up.
Like, he looks like he does not want to be there when he's kissing him the first time, and the second
it's
time.
It's not that he doesn't want to be there. He was worried about someone seeing. Is the thing.
Fine. Yes.
And then once he realized they were alone, he gave into it. He was willing to do it.
Which I'm not arguing against. The kiss was definitely consensual.
Wait till you see Smirk. Okay. This bitch knows what he's doing.
No. I'm sure they get off on whatever this is, but it doesn't mean it's a healthy relationship at all.
Oh, I'm not saying it's healthy. I'm just because
that's what I'm arguing against.
I don't care if healthy or not.
No, I don't see it. Like, I don't get it. No, it's that smirk doesn't feel like I know what I'm doing.
It
feels
so does.
Like, no, it feels like it doesn't. It feels like it doesn't feel like that. It's very much like yeah, that's our dynamic. Like, yeah, that's hot. Like whatever. It doesn't mean I feel like it doesn't mean he knows what he's doing and he's, like, instigating all this jealousy out of him. I don't feel like that's what's happening here. I feel like Ramil is abusing his power over Paytai in the context of their relationship. And I don't like that. That's not what.
Fully disagree. Because it's even hinted at earlier in the scene where Ramil's Max, they're like, oh, Ava's, like, trying to get off with Kanin's fame and whatever, and he's like, well, maybe you should do that too. And then when they ask him to go with them, he agrees, because that's what Paytai suggested. Paytai put that in his head, and Paytai instigated them coming here. That was all Paytai's doing. Paytai's a lot more in control and in Ramil's head than I think that what we believe. I think he is running this relationship.
I don't think he's running this relationship, but I will continue to watch and see. Like, if I'm proven wrong, fine. But, like, my main point is just that this is not a healthy BDSM relationship. That's my main point. There are many red flags.
Yeah, my thing is that, like, is it healthy? No. And the thing is, though, it can never be healthy because of the power imbalance. But that's not something you can change. Like, it's not like it's like a boss and employee where, like, one of you could quit and then change it to make it more balanced. Yeah. You can't change this. He is royalty and Paytai isn't. There's no change. Like, that's literally, like, otherwise they just can't be together at all.
If they wanted it to change, then, like, I think the only way for it to change it is for him to, like, run away. Because if he tried to give up his, like, right as the heir or his right to the throne or whatever, his father would literally try to murder him or, like, lock him in a dungeon.
Yeah, so he can't even run away. Because odds are his father would find him and catch him. Like, his father, like, that's the only reason he's staying, I think, is because his father's, like...
That's what I'm saying is, like, the only way would be to run away, is if they wanted to, like, fix that power imbalance. But because there is such a power imbalance, it's not a healthy relationship. I was waiting to see a little further on, even with this episode, like, when we watched it last week. I was waiting for this episode and maybe future ones to see if maybe there was just something else that, like, was making it just like, oh no, it's not as bad as it looks. Like, they both agreed on certain terms of certain things happening while they're in this relationship, but, like, it's not spelling out healthy for me. It's not spelling out like safe, sane, consensual. It's not spelling out.
Oh, it is definitely consensual. Like,
no, yeah, I know, but like it's not like perfectly safe, sane, consensual. Like a lot of BDSM relationship, like that's the tagline. Like that's like what you have to remember when you're in a lot like any BDSM related relationship has the tagline safe, sane, consensual. So everyone in the in the relationship is like, hey, let's remember our rules. Let's remember where we're going with this, when we stop it, when we start it. Let's remember our lines and what we don't cross.
The thing is, I don't think they have like an official BDSM relationship. I think it's more just like they don't have a contract or whatever, because it's fucking like,
Well, I know, but like that's the lens I'm looking at it through, because that's a lot of what their relationship. Every time they're alone together, that seems to be what their relationship is. Every time they're alone together, we see a new thing. We saw a collar, and then we saw a blindfold. So like he opened a drawer. There was a lot of other shit in there. So I'm just saying that it's a big part of their relationship, and the power imbalance added to that in real life terms instead of like pretend kinky terms is a little bit of a red flag.
But like I said, they can't change that. Like that, can't, like, he is royalty, Paytai is not. There's no change. It's not something you can change and make it balanced. So it's kind of like,
but I still feel like he's
later you can see the same thing about Kanan and Sharon. They have the power balance too.
True, but and Kanan definitely uses that to his advantage sometimes, I will say. But so I'm not saying that's a good thing either. But I will say that it's not like Ramil is like not utilizing his power imbalance over him. Like there have been times where he could have like not used it as much as he could have done, but he's using every chance he gets to be like, I'm above you, so you need to do what I say. Like, and that's the problem. He could very well not act on it as much as he has been doing, but he is choosing to, which is where I'm having a hard time seeing this as a good relationship.
But that's where they get off. Like, that's how Paytai likes it, apparently. Like, he seems fine. Like, again, he had that smirk, he clearly...
Which, again, is fine, but the real life consequences of it make it feel a little less like it could be consensual if it gets to a point where there's no return, Like, if it gets to a limit, if we get to a limit, and he doesn't feel like good saying no because there's this other power imbalance over him that has real life consequences, then we reached a problem. So like I'm questioning it heavily. I'm not saying green flags.
Well, I'm bringing up an oldie but a goodie right now because I feel like I can and it makes sense.
Oh no.
Different rules apply.
Oh fuck! I forgot about that.
Because this is about a royal family, and like I said, they can't change that. This is this isn't real life, because real life, it's royalty. It's a royal family. It's a royal show. Like, there's no changing that. That is part of who Ramil is. That is part of his growing up and his upbringing. You can't just like change that. You have to look at it. You can't look at this from like a regular person's eyes. You need to look at this from, this is how he grew up. This is the situation he's always been in.
Fine, but I'm gonna say again, he is choosing to act more on the side of power than not.
Because that's how he grew up, and that's how his father raised him. It's a very different situation. It's not healthy because of the power balance.
Yeah.
And I'll agree with you on that. But it's also, they can't make it healthy, because that's just the situation they are in. So it's either they're in this unhealthy relationship where they're both consensual to it, that we see, or they're not together at all. And they clearly want to be together.
If we were close to the end of the show right now, then I would say I hope they don't end up together. Mm-hmm. Because it does not look, it's toxic as fuck. It looks toxic as fuck right now. And I would not want, that relationship doesn't look healthy at all. So like I would hope they wouldn't end up together if we were that far in. But we are halfway in. So again, I'm gonna keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
But as of right now, Ramil's pissing me the fuck off with his little smirks and his little eyes tingling. Like he's pissing me the fuck off. And right now this relationship is heavily toxic in my brain. So I'll see where it goes, but I don't like it right now.
I really like it because it's very interesting, and I'm able to see. You said
the same thing about Pete in Vegas, and they have the same fucking shit going on.
No, because I'm able to see those from like the real situation of like, yes, it's unhealthy. I'm not disagreeing with that. They can't make it healthy. because of the power balance, and they can't. That's not something to be changed. That's the way that Ramil was born.
So you're saying the reason you like it is because it's interesting?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's what shows are for, to entertain and interest you. Like, that's the like, of course it's interesting, and it's so much more interesting than I think right now to me than Karan and Karan and Sharon. That's the wrong. That I mixed those names up. Kanin and Sharon, because like they also have that power balance too. And now that they're finally getting together, I'm like, oh, now this is kind of starting to get interesting by the end of this.
Yeah.
Because it's like they also have that same power imbalance.
I think my brain reacts to certain things differently then. I think when I see something that I don't like, I'm like, ew, get it the fuck out of my face. But you're like, ooh, tell me more. What's the tea? Like, I feel like we have different reactions to shit like that.
Well, I honestly, I do think it's the vaguest situation of, because this show is focused on Kanin and Sharon, you see Ramil as the villain. And so it's more easy to be sucked into the whole, oh, anything he does looks bad, as compared to...
No, I don't, because I do see, like, where the show is painting him as a villain, because like obviously he's Kanin's rival right now in the royal competition, but so is Ava in all technicality. It's the way that he's portraying himself and the way he's using his power against certain people, and just the way his personality is whenever he talks to fucking anybody, that makes me not like him. Not because he's the villain, but because he's a dick. Like, I like Ava, and she's technically his Kanin's competition as well, but she's nice about it. She's treating this as like a friendly tennis match at the moment. I mean, that could change, who knows, but she's
I'm very curious to see if Ava pulled like a Black Widow thing and just like...
That would be sick, honestly. That would be interesting to watch, and that'd be something I've been interested in seeing because it has a good plot twist to it. But right now, because we don't see, there's not like a story implication necessarily, like a big plot twist story implication of Ramil's actions. It's just him being a dick to people. That's not like what I'm interested in looking at the moment. I'm interested in looking at the other interesting things that are happening, like who's your daddy and what happened that night. That's more interesting to me than this relationship, because all I'm seeing in this relationship are red flags and I want to look away. That's it. It's like when there's a car crash and you can't look away. I do look away. Like, some people will go, oh shit, I want to see what's going on. And I'm like, I fucking don't. If there's like a dead animal in the street on the side of the road, I ain't gonna make eyes with it. Like, I don't look. So I think that's maybe the difference between you and me.
Okay.
You make eyes at it. I do not.
So then, we have, after the bar scene, Sharon is kind of like holding on to Kanin because he's like drunk, but he's like, no, I'm fine. But then Ava calls for Sharon, so apparently there's some guys here, and he needs to beat them up.
Even drunk, even slightly tipsy. He's had some drink.
I guess he had some, yeah.
He had some. Even with some drink in his system, he obliterates these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Without breaking it, at one point, he looks bored. Right before this guy hits him, he goes...
Yeah, he's like...
Bro, I was like, that's a power move to make that face while you're about to kick ass.
But then it starts raining.
Yes.
And this is where things start to take a turn. We get flashbacks of him and the kid again, and the only other thing we see is a bloody windshield.
Yeah, it looks like a windshield. Yeah, a windshield that's being rained on, and it looks like it has some blood on it as well. So I'm going to write down bloody windshield as well.
Okay.
It may not be much. It does tell us, I want to say it pretty much kind of confirms a little bit that he was there the night that Kanin's mother was killed. And that his mother may have been there too. It leads more to that being the truth.
Yeah.
So, something.
And so we see that Sharon is still shaking up about this as they return to the hotel room.
Yeah.
And this is where Sharon tells him. We get a flashback. And we see that his mother said that she needs to go away for a while. And she hugs Sharon. And as she goes outside in the rain, we see the butler she left him with hold him back as he cries.
So that was her. She kind of says like goodbye to him. That's the thing. I'm wondering either if she knew, because she knew she was going to be away for a while, or she knew she was going to die. She said we'll see each other again. But like, if this is the night that she supposedly dies, I wonder if she knew she was going to.
Well, this is where my relationship chart comes in.
Okay, interesting.
It says on the relationship chart that Sharon's mother was Kanin's mother's bodyguard.
Yes, she was. Yeah, I saw that as well.
And so if this is the night that Kanin's mother died, odds are the same night that Sharon's mother died.
Yes, she was guarding her.
But this is also supposed to be the night that Kanin died.
True.
Which means, what if the mothers aren't dead?
That's what I'm wondering. I thought that too.
And we're kind of having a similar situation that Kanin's like stepfather or adoptive father had, where he took him away and raised him, and Sharon's mother took Kanin's mother, and they're hiding out somewhere too. They're hiding out different somewhere else, because she clearly knew that she was not going to see Sharon ever or for a long time.
For a long time. So she knew something was going to be going down, or that they were running away. So maybe, as long as yes, they either faked their deaths, or, well, I'm sure they did fake their death. It ended up being like that. But I'm wondering if before the attack happened, maybe she didn't know that the attack was going to happen, and their plan that night was to take Kanin and get away, because Kanin's mother wanted to protect Kanin as well. So she was like, I'll help you, I'm your bodyguard, let's get out of the city and fly somewhere else, and you could raise him away from all this, because maybe she didn't want him to be in this environment, because obviously something told her this is not safe for my child. But what? So that does lead to the possibility that they're alive, I will say, or they could have died trying to get him away from it all. Who knows? But, and if so, what would that do to the relationship between Kanin and Charan? I don't know.
I'm just saying, we keep getting flashback with Sharon seeing, like, the bloody windshield or whatever, but we haven't seen a body yet.
We have not seen a body. That's what I'm saying. If there's no body, it didn't happen. Like, I need to see a body.
Like, everyone keeps saying these people are dead, but I'm like, I've seen no bodies yet. Like,
I see no bodies. We
keep getting flashbacks, but we don't see a body.
Yeah, if it keeps being talked about, but we see no body, I don't know yet. Yeah. I don't see it. I don't know.
So then, Kanin tries to calm him down, because he's still going through it with the rain and talking about it. So then he hugs him, and then they kiss.
Kiss number 2, technically.
No. Yes. But this time they're both in Emily. They both are aware of what Emily means.
Yep.
An Emily kiss.
Yup. This means something, and it's not accidental or accidentally on purpose because of a game, because of the pokey game. It's they kiss each other because they want to kiss each other, which probably adds to the meaning of, hey, this means something.
Plus, the ring. We had a ring scene earlier.
Yup.
Just saying they're married.
I'm just saying they're married.
I'm just saying they're married. What can I say?
It's pretty good. But no, yeah, this is definitely a turning point in their relationship.
Yeah,
at the very least.
Yeah, and that's where the episode ends, with them kissing.
Dun, dun, dun.
So who's the MVP for this episode?
Bro, I literally don't have one. I don't have one.
You don't have one?
No, I'm nixing it for this one. I really don't. I think this is the first time I've ever not had one. I literally, because everyone had like a minimal input in his episode. There wasn't really a big thing that happened. There really wasn't much. Everyone like did something a little bit, and then it was the next person's turn to do something a little bit. Like no one really had a more of an impact than another person for me in this episode. Okay. It was just people going about life in my brain. Like, it just didn't really have there wasn't really a thing where everyone was like had the power or had the input towards everyone else's actions for me.
Okay. I say Paytai.
Yeah, I know you would.
I fully believe he knew what he was doing. I fully believe he's in control of that relationship. He also encouraged Ramil to go kind of get some of the popularity off Kanin earlier and go to the bar in general. Like, I still believe he is fully running that relationship, and Ramil's like, obviously you think he would, or he looks like he is, because he's the prince. But like behind closed doors, like I feel like he's running it.
If it ends up being that Paytai has more control in the relationship than Ramil, then fine, I'll concede that it might be like something that they, I don't know. It might be not healthy, but healthier than I originally thought, because there's still the power imbalance. But like but the point is that their relationship having that difference of power imbalance, that like if it was Paytai running the whole thing, would help in my brain if he was the one running everything. But like, I don't see that yet.
I see it as like Ramil is like the great powerful Oz, but Paytai is the one behind the curtain controlling everything. That's kind of like the way I see it. Because like in public, it looks like Ramil's like, you know, bossing him around, controlling him, doing all that stuff. But once it's like behind closed doors, I feel like it's more like Paytai's really the one running things. He's the one who's pushing Ramil to go to the bar and stuff. He's more in control. It's not just Ramil running the situation. Paytai has more control, or at the very least more input than what's to be believed.
All I see so far is that whenever Ramil shows up and says something or pulls him out of something, Paytai's previous smile that was already on his face drops. That's all I'm seeing.
Yeah,
is that every
public. And then once after they make out, Ramil leaves, and he has this like wicked smirk, like he knew everything that was going to happen, and he's completely okay with it.
I still could think that that's just a horny smirk, but like I don't think there's any input behind it. But like
there was a reason.
I'll have to wait and see, but like because I'm willing to watch and see what happens. But like right now, I don't see good things from Ramil at all. I'm willing to be proven wrong. I always am, but like I don't see good things from him right now. I see many a red flag.
Yeah, well, again, this is a royal show. Everyone's pretty much a red flag at this point.
I mean, yeah, royalty in general is a red flag, but
but that's MVP. Do you have murder board?
Oh yes, murder board. So I'm gonna write down here. We've got we did see. So I'll tell you guys for a little second about the murder board. I have changed it up. I've written it up. We have a kind of set up for the murder board now. We have 2 things, kind of, that we're trying to figure out. 3 if you stretch it. We've got who's your daddy, because we still don't believe that Cunning's father is actually his father, who they say he is. So our current suspects for the dad's list is Prince Tharin, who everyone says is his dad. Maybe he is his dad. Maybe we're just being crazy. We have Pseudo Dad, who is back in Emily, apparently. We just haven't seen him yet. We don't know why, but we're putting him on the list. Because, like, he could be. You never know.
Yeah.
And Shark Guy, the guy who doesn't have any kids and his wife died, supposedly. The Blue Clan. So, those are our suspects right now for the dad's list. It might change throughout the show. Someone might be crossed off. Someone might be added. We don't know. But those are our suspects for now. And the other stuff we're trying to figure out, which is like 2 or 3, will be what happened the night of the attack and who has been doing all the attacking. Because I think that the person who's been trying to attack Kanin and trying to kill him is also involved in what happened the night his mother died. I think it's all going to wrap up into one nice little bow. It's not 2 different people. I really don't think they do that. So it's all kind of in one category, is what happened that night and who's doing it. We have sticky notes. So whenever we find out something new about that night, we write it down on the sticky note to try and create a timeline. So we can figure out who was where, fill in the gaps, and try and get to the bottom of this. And so we did figure out something new about this night. It was that Charon's mother, who was the princess's royal guard, said goodbye to her son. Seemingly a final goodbye for like forever-ish. So that is going on a sticky note, and we're gonna put it on the board. Let's see. Charon's mother. There it is. Charon's mother says goodbye. Okay, this pen is being weird. Goodbye to Charan. And leaves. In the rain, I will say. She leaves in the rain. She has an umbrella. So...
Oh, did you add Bloody Windshield?
It's still raining. Bloody Windshield is on our list of clues.
Okay.
I do have on a sticky note as well, Charan in the rain, which I will add, I'll put in parentheses windshield there, just because it's all part of the same, like, moment. And we'll add more to it. We'll make another sticky note if we find out he sees something else in that moment, because then it'll be more of a concrete thing that happens rather than him just standing in the rain. For now, it's all we know.
Because it's possible, like I said, if they are still alive, both the princess and the bodyguard, both Kanin and Sharon's mothers, are alive. Because little Sharon could have just saw, like, her car crashed with blood on the windshield.
True.
And then, like,
True.
just assumed they were dead and, like, ran off crying or just stood there or whatever. Like, if we don't see the bodies, we don't know what happened.
Exactly. No body, no crime.
Exactly. So... No body, no crime. There has been no crime yet.
I'm going to put Charan's mother says goodbye to Charan and leaves in the rain. I'm going to put that. It's the night of the attack. I don't want to put it at the very beginning because something very well could happen before that where someone is planning an attack. So I'm going to put that right here.
Yes.
So there's space for one other sticky note. We can move things around as they happen. I'm going to make a little change to Princess is killed. We have a sticky note that says Princess is killed. I'm going to put a question mark on it.
Yes.
Because we don't know for sure. And I'm also going to put Charan in rain windshield. Because, like, who knows? But that is where we've put the Charan standing in the rain. We've put that off to the side. Actually, what I'm going to do is move that now that we've put Charan's mother says goodbye to him. We know that this must be after. After Charan's mother saying goodbye to him, obviously.
You mean before?
No, after. Him in the rain. In the middle of the road. This is obviously after she says goodbye.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And most likely before the princess is killed, ? So we're going to put that in the middle. We're going to put it smack dab in the middle. We now have more of a timeline. A couple of things are on there. We just don't know what happened in the gaps, which we will be finding out because I have a murder board and we're going to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah. And next episode is supposed to be an hour and a half long, so hopefully some stuff gets... Oh, shit! It's episode 7.
Oh, shit?
Wait.
Yes.
Or was episode 8?
We were halfway... This is 6.
No,
right?
Okay, no, this is my own thing. Sorry.
Okay.
What I saw a tweet, like, way before I think the show even came out.
Okay.
But Z tweeted, I forget whether episode 7 or 8, I don't remember. But he said that one of those episodes is gonna top Cutie Pie episode 8.
What happened in Cutie Pie episode 8? I don't remember.
It's when they had sex.
Oh my fucking god.
So apparently there's gonna be a big... I don't know if it's in next episode or episode 8, but in one of those episodes there's gonna be a sex scene. So if you're watching it with your mother, don't.
I have not.
I'm just...
Although, I was thinking of doing so because it's interesting, but then, like, they pulled out the fucking collars and I was like, I'm out.
Yeah, okay, don't.
I am writing down some clues, though. We have the painting.
Yes, the Garden of Eden, as well as the twin constellations, which are evidence I used to support the king's ex-lover theory.
Yes, and I will say, in terms of the paintings, I like that the paintings might be something because every time we watch an episode, every once in a while we'll see a new painting, and if that has something to do with it, it's like getting little breadcrumbs, and I love that.
Wait, the painting of the mother and child.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna write that down.
I think it was
Garden of Eden.
Yeah, and because she's the bodyguard, we know that she was her bodyguard. I'm assuming it was Kanin and his mother.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It must be.
I wonder if that connection.
We have 3 paintings right now. The Garden of Eden, twins, and I'm just going to write mother and son because we don't know for sure, but it could be.
I'm pretty sure it is because I know the
I'm pretty sure it is too.
Because I know the mother had like more like brownish hair, and we know that Sharon's mother has dark black hair, and in the picture on the family tree, the mother had more like light brownish hair.
I'm sure it is, but like because we don't have full confirmation, I'm putting mother and son.
Okay.
We're putting mother and child as the painting. So we have 3 paintings that could be giving us breadcrumbs. We have the Garden of Eden, which Charon did say was his mother's favorite spot. That it was based on his mother's favorite spot that she liked to sit in. Don't know where.
I wonder if we'll ever see that.
I wonder if we will ever see it, and if it has any meaning to his mother, or if anything maybe the 2 of them used to go there to get away from everything, maybe, going on in the kingdom, and that's maybe where they hatched a plan to get out of the kingdom. We could have, the twins could definitely have a breadcrumb, and mother and child will definitely have a breadcrumb. So, like, all these paintings are like, telling us what happened. We just have to deduce them.
Yeah.
We should have I'm gonna make a separate little, like, I put painting this, painting this, painting this. I'm gonna make a separate, like, little category somewhere on here of paintings, and we'll just write down all the paintings. So that, you know, it's hard because there's not a lot of space. Maybe I'll put it under suspect. I'll write the word paintings and just list them. Every time we get a new painting, I'll put it down so we can kind of deduce, we could put it together like a puzzle piece. Kind of like in It Chapter 2, where they, like, get the fortune cookie things and they have to piece it around. Yeah. Guess Bill couldn't take it or something like that. Or not Bill. Stanley. Not Stan. Yeah, Stan. Guess Stan couldn't take it or something. But yeah, we're gonna get all these pieces from the paintings. We just gotta arrange them in the right order.
Yeah. The paintings are very interesting. Like,
yeah. They're talking a lot about them.
There's a lot in each painting that
they're putting a lot of emphasis on not just the fact that he paints and his mother painted in general, but also the fact that every time we see a painting, aside from the mother and son, which, like, that had a moment, but it wasn't talked about, all these paintings are spoken about. Like, when he's giving the Garden of Eden one, he's like, this was my mother's favorite spot, la-di-da, spoke about it. They sat down and looked at the twin painting together, the twin constellations, and spoke about it in depth, about what it means. We're getting a lot of information on these paintings. So there has to be a reason why. Chekhov's gun. It'll come back around.
It has to, yeah.
It has to. Anyway, that's our murder board.
Murder board?
Yeah. I think, is that all the clues? I don't think we heard another clue necessarily. We saw the flashback of what happened that night. The rain. We know that pseudo-father is back in Emily. Kind of. We have an inkling that he's definitely back in Emily. We know he took a plane from Thailand, and we know that the citizen may have seen him for real this time.
Yeah.
But we don't know anything aside from that. We just know that, what's his name?
Vedish.
Thank you, Vedish, is still looking. So, that's something. But that's all we've got right now, I think.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah. Oh, it's unfolding slowly, and this is really fun. We should do, anytime we do, like, a show with lore, we gotta make a murder board.
That's why we need to do more shows with lore for the murder board.
We do, because, like, your sky's great, but there was nothing to murder board about.
Yeah, like, it's like, okay, I think, honestly, most BLs, there's nothing murder board worthy.
I know, it's too fun. It's fun. Like, it's so fun, like, oh my god. Because, like, what would we do for stuff like your sky? Will they get together? Yes or no? Check yes, check no. Like, that's it. Like, that's all we fucking have. That's not as fun. Like, murder boards are, like, so much fun. Oh my gosh. I'm having a ball with this.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to stand in front of it like a detective. And just be like, Like, with my, with my
just
coffee.
Stare at it.
Like, with my coffee at 3 a.m. going, now, what in the world does this all mean? Like, I wanna do it.
Yeah.
It's so cool. I love it.
So I think that's it for our recap of The Next Prince, episode 6.
Yes. Yup.
Episode 7's a big one, so we will hopefully get a lot of lore, draw some maybe clues or evidence or to stuff moving forward.
Hopefully. I'm really excited.
It's an hour and a half long. We better get something good out of it.
We better get fucking... If it's an hour and a half of fluff, I'm calling a kidnap. Okay? Because, like, I wouldn't do it this early.
I will fall asleep halfway through. It's fine.
I wouldn't do it this early if calling a kidnap, but, like, if it's an hour and a half long, I'm willing to call a kidnap. If they do it only for an hour and a half.
So join us next week where we will be recapping The Next Prince, episode 7.
Oh, I'm so excited. Like, I want to fucking... I might watch it now, bro. Like, I'm excited.
I'm going to.
I'm kind of intrigued. Like, I want to watch it now.
It's an hour and a half long. You gotta make time to watch it.
That's true. I should do it now because then I won't have to do it later. But I also have to remember what happens. So, like, if there's anything, like, really important happens, that I feel like I might want to talk about, I'll write it down so I don't forget it, because my memory's shit. But like, because that's why I watch it like right before we do them, because I'll forget. I'm like, you'll have to tell me what happened because I don't fucking remember. But I know sometimes something happens where I'm like, I really have shit to say about this, and then I'll forget all the shit I want to say. And so I'm gonna be really intrigued about the fact that it's an hour and a half long, and I know I'll have shit to say. So I'll write it down.
Okay. So we will see you all next week for the next Prince, episode 7.
Yay!
See you then.
See you then!
Bye, everyone.